Alrighty. This is another game that I've tested. PlayStation 4 version on the PS5 of Ketsui Deathtiny. As with all things, when you look at something for ages, the pronunciation gets a bit funny, and I can't help but call it Deathtiny. But anyway, shoot 'em ups are hard, and so one of the challenges with shoot 'em ups is that there's always someone trying to kill you, and there's often bullets that you have to dodge, and so you tend to get a fairly narrow window trying to get some results out. In general, what I wanted to do was to show the results first, the full result set. So if people particularly want to just see the result and move on, well, they can do that. And I built in a screenshot function into my program to let me kind of take a shot of that, which I'm showing at the moment. But to kind of talk through some of the, I guess, technology that I put into the program to make getting results feasible, this is what we kind of came up with initially. So what this is about almost, how many was it? 50 trials of Deathtiny. The nice thing about this game is that it's got a command history. So we look at the green, we've picked up the green line here, we've picked up the command history change here. The hard point, as we said, of shoot 'em ups is that the dude here is trying to kill me. And there's not a whole lot of time where we're just sitting doing nothing. So all I need to look at is the animation. So you can see here that there's the kind of the fire coming out of the barrels, which is where the shot is coming away. But it's not as though we can choose this pixel and then look at it for the entire video, looking for that change, because my ship is moving all over the shop. Okay. So what we can do is to, the converse is, it looks as though, and I'll just kind of show this in a larger format. So if the green line happens here, nothing on the next frame, gunfire appears here, and then on the next frame the command history appears. I've got this nice feature up here that tells me when the next one will be. So let's jump to that one. And so again, green line, nothing, gunfire, command history. Okay, if we look at the next one, what's that? Gunfire, command history. So green line, nothing, gunfire, command history. If we look at the next one, and so on. Okay, missed it. Green line, nothing, fire, command. So what we would ideally do is say that, well, this guy's moving all over the shop. We know that it's a frame before this one, but it's hard to get to it. And so that's what this allows us to do. Okay. So now if you look, down here we've got the guy with his gun shooting, and then on the next frame we will have the command history appear. And so then, I always to get this wrong, there is a feature where you can start halfway through. So for example, if you want, anyway, so now it makes sense. It was just that I kind of started a couple of frames along, a couple of instances along, and then it messes up the way that the data is input. That is a bug that I'm looking to work on. So you can see now we've got 46 trials and a result of 25 milliseconds for the shooting animation, 42 milliseconds for the command history, with a difference of about a frame between them, which makes sense, and consistently so. We can look at this. So this is one of the things I built in. If we just wanted to look at, if we kind of wanted to zoom in on certain frames, then we can do that. So we're looking at the frame before the shooting occurs and the frame the shooting occurs. And again, it's looking at all of the instances through the video. But, I'll just stop that there, go back to our normal screen and go back to our results. You can see that some of these results are kind of greyed out. These ones grey and these ones darker, bright blue. A darker version of the normal bright blue colour. What's going on here is, again, if we had command history that ran, all day long, then you just do 1,000 tests and it's very difficult for the results to be swayed. But because in shoot 'em ups they're actively trying to kill you, you often end up with these kind of partial sets. Now, hypothetically, if we got, say, just 8 results, and because the green lines march down the screen in a consistent manner, you could end up with something like this. So you might get kind of all of these later in the frame, and you'd get an inconsistent result. Okay, so what we can do in real time is to choose which tests we do and don't include. Okay, and that means that the other example would be, I remember when I was testing Modern Warfare, you would kind of shoot, and then you'd reload. So you don't want those reloads kind of altering or affecting your results, because that's not when something that you're looking for is happening. So again, say if a reload happened here, you could just take those results out and then get back on with it. It updates in real time, that's why it's a bit slow. So sometimes when you scan along you'll miss one, just because it's got to do quite a bit of work in the background. So long as you're slow, it'll work well. And so that's pretty much it. I guess the other thing to mention, so if we look at, so for example here, frame 24, 54, 84, 114, yep, they're all not used in the calculations. So if we play normally, those will it'll play from your first instance to your last instance, and it will play all of those. Now if we go back, I've got a different mode where it will just play the ones that we use in the testing. So I'll let this one play through. From memory it gets up to about frame 1500 or so 40 images, 50 images. You know, it would make more sense just to play this video so that the images of the results that we're actually going to use are kind of looped. So with that, I'll let the main video play, and then I'll upload.